Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 2nd of December 2018. We're going to reflect on Luke 21, 25 to 28 and 34 to 36. Listen. Jesus said, "There will be signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars, and on the earth, distress among nations confused by the roaring of the sea and the waves. People will faint from fear and foreboding of what is coming upon the world, for the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Now when these things begin to take place, stand up and raise your heads, because your redemption is drawing near. Be on guard so that your hearts are not weighed down with dissipation and drunkenness and the worries of this life, and that day catches you unexpectedly like a trap, for it will come upon all who live on the face of the whole earth. Be alert at all times, praying that you may have the strength to escape all these things that will take place and to stand before the Son of Man." Today we begin the season of Advent. The word is derived from the Latin adventus, which is a translation of the Greek word parousia, commonly used to refer to the second coming of Christ. Advent anticipates the coming of Christ from three different perspectives: in the flesh, in Bethlehem, that's Christmas Day, in our hearts daily, and in glory at the end of time. The passage we are reflecting upon today begins with an apocalyptic vision with the Son of Man coming in a cloud. Now, a bright cloud is the symbolical seat of the divine presence, and you'll find this in Exodus and Kings and Chronicles, Ezekiel, and all over the Bible, and it will make for very interesting reading to check it out. And this was called the Shekinah. Jesus tells us to be alert because he could reappear at any moment, but unlike those who have reason to be afraid, the true believers would be able to hold their heads up high. Now, who is the true believer? I suppose there are several ways that one can answer this question, but I found a nice indicator is by answering the question Jesus asked his apostles, "Who do you say I am?" Last Sunday, we celebrated the Feast of Christ the King, and if our answer to the question was, "You are King," then we just need to examine how obedient we are to our King. If we answered, as Peter did, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God," then that ups the ante. You are acknowledging that Jesus is the Savior who rescued you from eternal damnation. Not only will you spend the rest of your life wanting to know this person who laid down his life for you so that you could live, you would also engage in bringing others to the salvation that you yourself have received. I honestly don't think that giving Jesus an hour on Sunday and neglecting him for the rest of the week while engaging in the things that he warns us about, dissipation, drunkenness, and despair, cuts it. So as we begin this season of Advent, let us examine our relationship with Jesus. He asked Peter 3 times, "Do you love me?" If he asks you that 3 times, will you be able to answer yes and mean it? Jesus is coming back. Let us have our heads held high when he does.